Question number 2, July 2019. On March 13, 2019, Matt Lenovo promised to pay Acer, an assistant registrar at Selangor National Registration Department, all right, 6,000. If the latter, could facilitate 3 Filipinos residing in Sandakan, Sabah to become Malaysian citizen and provide them with national identity card. On March 15, using a password belonging to his superior, Hewlett Packard, Azhar managed to gain unauthorized access into the national population record. Once inside the system, he changed the citizenship status of those people to Malaysian. On March 16, Acer informed Matt Lenovo about the success of the change of citizenship to Matt Lenovo, who immediately transferred the state amount as promised into Acer bank account. However, on June 3rd, all right, that is a few weeks later, okay, the State Department detected Acer intrusion and appointed you to investigate. Explain the offense that Acer may have committed and the possible punishment against him if he were convicted. This is also 100 marks. Let's have a look. All right. You already have in your head, apa dia? What kind of crime is this? Which law is this that is involved? Anyone want to participate? So I know that you.
Penal Code and Computer Crime Act.
Computer Crime Act dengan?
Penal Code Section 161.
Alright, penal code yang mana?
Gratification. Public servant taking a gratification.
Ehsan, is
Yes.
that part of our that we study on that?
No,
CPT.
but this is actual case, if I'm not mistaken.
Cheating, is it cheating?
Okay, situation like this, all right, okay, you don't go beyond our class, even though you get marks over there, but then you will have to prove the element. Sebab apa dia kata? Explain the offense. I know you know the offense there is computer crime. Let's look into the computer crime first. All right, okay, 100 marks ni. Dia kata offense or offenses. So you got a clue that there is more than one. Okay, let's look into computer crimes dulu. Okay, in computer crimes, remember in the Computer Crimes Act, there are a few sections that you will need to. Okay, what would be the element that you need to? First of all, you have to determine the crimes. The offenses that Acer committed in this situation, all right, falls within which act? Right? Acer, yeah. You nak kata dia Acer saja kan? Kalau Acer, if you're looking into the computer, all right, you will have a problem. You will have a few issue that you need to settle. Meaning that, what was the action in Acer? Section berapa Acer? Buat masa ni, semua orang tak ingat Computer Crime Act. Or some of you ingat Computer Crime Act that gives you the charge to section berapa. Boleh? Okay, then you are going to look into the Computer Act. Are you ready to look into the Computer Act? So,
yes.
Balik dekat you punya akta. Alright, so I got it here in front of me. I wish you write this or you look into it properly. Alright, when we talk about the computer crime, jadi first of all, you find the section that lay down the charge. He is committing what crime? Acer is committing a crime under the Computer Crime Act. What would be the crime that he committed? Right? Okay, tu satu, identify kesalahan dia. So if you think that he is involved, tadi I dengar cheating, isn't it? Right? Somebody said cheating in the penal code. Right? If you normally in 3 hours, you have only time to do it in 45 minutes. But here now you have few days to do it. Alright, so let's tackle computer crime dulu. Dalam computer crime, find the section that put the charge. Alright, then he is committing an offense under that section. Tu nombor satu. Nombor dua, then you prove a few things. Apa dia few things? Right, bila kita kata dia computer, right, look into that questions. Alright, kalau dekat question sini, kalau you dah tengok tadi your computer crime, alright, first of all, does it involve computer? Alright, you have to beritahu. You have to look into the facts, alright? And then lepas tu tak payahlah computer network or computer and the rest. The next one that you need to is to look into section berapa 3 or 5, the one that impose responsibility. Right? Okay. The first part, section 2 dia, it's only to look into, right? So now you want to identify a person who is the person that has the right to use, a person who secure access, or a person who is unauthorized for the password, a person who makes the apa kesalahan dia dekat sini. Alright, berapa kesalahan that fella did. Alright, okay, dekat dalam computer crime, the law requires you to look into his act. His act is, alright, dia kata apa kat situ, that he was able to change. He was using a password belonging to his superior. There is a question kat situ. How does he gain the password? All right. So you have to settle that password that he gained. If he get the password by the consent, then both of them are going to be found, all right, guilty for the offense. Tapi kalau if he stole the password, then that password made Hewlett Packard, all right, the manager to be excused from the liability in the offense. Talk about that password dulu. All right. And then lepas tu, bila dia he changed the citizenship status. Does he have authorization? He doesn't have authorization. So he is unauthorized person. All right. Siapa dia? Acer. All right. He get into this siren and then he changed the citizenship status. That modification, he changed, kata dia. Change. Then look into the acta. The acta said modification include change, include alter, include struck out, include deleting. So all that are the explanation that you have to write. That's the reason why the marking is by 100. Jadi kalau you tak tulis tu, you put the section that he is unauthorized person, you get marks. But that marks is not good enough to settle, because over here you have to explain. Right? The word explain covers it all. That you have to really explain that he have made modification through the changes. Where do you get the word change to? Because the paragraph second kata he changed the citizenship status of those people. How many people that he changed? All right. Okay. He took money from how many people? All right. And those people, do you know the number of changes that he have done? Remember, in the act, it says if you make 1 changes, it's an offense. If you make 10 changes, it's a 10 offense. All right. Okay. And then after that, right, who immediately transferred the said amount as promised into Acer. They inform Mat Lenovo who about the success of the changes. All right. And then Mat Lenovo, lepas tu, so how many people is involved? The one that you know is Acer, Mat Lenovo. But the one you have to discuss is Hewlett Packard. All right. Okay. Lepas tu, now, all right. Okay. Itu dekat you punya computer crime. Tengok dekat computer crime act sekejap. Modification. Lepas tu, unauthorized modification. Those are the word. Those are the section 7, section 8, section 5, they need to be in. They need to be in, not that you copy the section down, explain how the section is related to. When for example, in the word a person uses, for the purpose in paragraph 3, a person who uses the function, he causes the computer to perform. Siapa yang sebenarnya ada? Who is among them who have the ability to use the computer? Definitely not Acer, not Mat Lenovo. Could it be Hewlett Packard? All right. Okay, so you identify that one. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now the next one, you at the end you will finish this computer offense by understanding that somebody, Acer or Hewlett, as well as the two of them have committed unauthorized modification. But Khalid didn't do the modification. All the Khalid only give the password if you have discussed about give. So who actually done the modification? All right. Okay, then once you have decided that, all right, okay, you have to look into 3A, B, and C. He knows at the time when he causes the computer to perform the function that it is actually an unauthorized access. How do you prove that he knows, that he have knowledge? Because of the paragraph 1. In the paragraph 1, he was already identified dekat situ by the action that he receive money in order to do something. Right? Okay, nampak tu? Okay, so when we answer questions, alright, for your levels, sebab tu saya kata tak payah sequence yang kalau law student dia ada issue law application and all, tak payah. Alright, as long as you can connect them together in a messy way, it's already a good answer. As long as you tackle each one that you need in a computer crime act. In the computer act ni, alright, it's different from the penal code. Over here, one step to another step to another step, it's already specified clearly done in all the computer law. Yeah, alright, so computer legislation. Okay, lepas tu, alright, you do talk about intent to commit an offense. The intent is, alright, existing through the fact that he received money. Alright, lepas tu, alright, you want to charge the person shall be guilty under this section if he commits an offense. Alright, so you can prove yang dekat section 3.2, 3A, 3B, 3C. Alright, and then the section that you charge is section 4 as unauthorized access. Okay, kalau dekat section 5, a person shall be guilty of an offense if he does any act which he knows will cause unauthorized modification. So you charge there with section 4 and section 5. Alright, okay. Now let's look into apa lagi yang ada dekat situ. A person guilty of an offense under this section shall on conviction be liable. Alright, this subsection is also important for you at the end. Selalunya kita cakap this one is in the conclusion. But as long as you mention subsection 4 or section 5, you'll be fine. Alright, okay. Now, let's look, go back to the question. Sebelum tu, alright, do you have any question to ask? Or anything in your head that you want to answer the questions, and after you hear me, you find that you are different. Let's see whether you are correct in your different way. What I'm saying today, it's not the only way, but the one that I would be able to mark is on all the section that is involved. All right, the use of all the names. Dalam soalan tu, in the questions you have all the names, right? All right. In your answers, you cannot just mention a person. You have to name that person or identify that person from the facts. Okay. Ada siapa nak tanya soalan? All right. So that's why we mark you by 100. Okay. All right. So easier to give you the bigger mark. Lepas tu convert to 40% instead of giving you, all right, simply just 40 directly. All right. That's the idea. Okay. Tak habis lagi ni. Question 2. All right. Tak habis. Right. Some student will answer hari tu. These students are only tackling computer crimes. But as Ehsan mentioned it, there is another crime here. All right. Now, the other part, we're not talking about corruption because in my class, we don't talk about corruption. Tapi in my class, we talk about the penal code, cheating, theft, misappropriation, and CBT or fraud. All right. Okay. Let's have a look here. On June 3rd, all right, the State Department detected Azer intrusion and appoint you to investigate the matter. Explain the offense that Azer may have committed and the possible punishment against him if he were convicted. Jadi, that's the reason why we talk about the punishment section, because the question requests you to do so, all right, in the computer. Jadi, when you look here, okay, The fact that he received 600,000 ringgit, right? Okay, that is receiving for something that he has no qualification to. Kan? Alright, he is a person. Ini kita panggil apa? Kalau you want to charge it on cheating, what would be the element? Somebody benefit from the action and somebody lost from the action. Alright, siapa dia tu? Who are the two party if you are looking at cheating? Who is cheating who? That's the first thing you want to determine before you look into the section of cheating. Alright, okay, boleh. Siapa yang cheating siapa? Is it Mat Lobo doing the cheating? Alright, siapa Mat Lobo ni? Alright, Mat Lobo promised to pay Acer and assistant registrar at Selangor National Registration Department if Acer could facilitate 3 Filipinos residing in Sandakan to become Malaysian citizen. Alright, okay. Right, then using a password belonging to his superior, Acer managed to gain unauthorized, alright, or once inside the system, he changed the citizenship. Right, on March 16, Acer informed Mat Lenovo about the access of the change, who immediately transferred the amount as promised. Right, okay, then later, department detected Acer intrusion, and therefore you are now trying to look at the offense committed by Acer. Does Acer commit cheating? Okay, if you want to talk about cheating, cheating under which section? All right, cheating under which section? Anyone? Okay, now if you want to look into cheating, then you have to look at your penal code. Let's look at your penal code.